Seth is ready. Let's connect with him. Seth, good evening. How are things? Did you download Deepseek? Did you explore it? What it means for you? Were you able to get something which is better than ChatGPT?
Well, I was a little too busy today, but it's amazing how it's roiling the markets. Last night, my wife and I were visiting a friend who lives in Mountain View, and it struck me listening to your conversation today. So, in downtown Mountain View, the street is basically a closed off to traffic like a mall, with many restaurants and bars, and even on a Sunday evening, it was just packed with tech workers, who, for sure, many have been working on AI projects all day long. And, listening to this conversation just now made me think, if you can build a competitive system like Deepseek for $6 million, what do we need all these tech workers? Where are these tech workers going to go? And so I think it has a very important implication, not just, we wanted to talk about the global economy, but maybe the IT economy, and then all of these huge data centers that have been planned in order to support the continued growth of AI-based work. It could have a lot of impacts.
Could this be the turn, Mr. Freeman, for global markets, that whatever may be the underlying factor, it could be Deepseek, it could be Fed, it could be Trump tariffs. Do you think global markets, and especially US markets, have turned for the worse?
No, I don't think we've turned for the worst. I think today represents, some reaction to DeepSeek, concerns, real serious concerns about Trump's tariff proposals. It's just unclear which ones are going to be imposed right away. He's not launching them in China right away. He's used the threat of tariffs against the country of Colombia in order to coerce them to accept the return of Colombian migrants back to Colombia. We saw some problems developing in copper prices. So many commodities that are shipped to the U.S., they're transshipped around the world. So I believe that there's serious concern about the tariffs, and I think that's going to be a worry until we see how those are implemented.
And also, to be fair, it seems like a very NASDAQ-led sell-off set, if you will, because the Dow actually managed to hold out, and you've not seen much of a move on the dollar index either. It's still around 107.73.
Well, the NASDAQ moved, but these five large tech companies have so much influence also over the S&P. And the S&P is also a core holding for, not just institutions, but so many individual investors, people's pension plans and 401ks and so forth. And it's such an important index. Maybe what we might see over the next 12 months is a lesser piece of the total index by these five companies. But look at the value lost in Nvidia just in one day. This kind of thing does spook investors.
Really appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us. Glad you could, keep time out, even though you went out with your wife for a late, lovely evening.
Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you very much. All right, back to...
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.